Bam, bam. 15 minutes of heat here for you on 790 The Ticket. Fun preseason finale on Friday, Leroy. The Miami Heat beat the Toronto Raptors 117-105. And it was the KZ Okpala show, man. He was... Oh, they found another one, Leroy. I can't believe it. Everybody was talking about KZ season, and they were saying that, KZ Okpala... But look, we haven't seen KZ. He hasn't been unleashed at all, not even an inkling. They've almost been holding back a little. Some rumblings that you had in practice that he was playing the Giannis role when they were getting ready for the Bucks, but oh my God, Leroy, wingspan. I mean, he's got a stroke, 6 of 10 from downtown. He's locking up defenders. He can go defend Lowry. He can go defend Siakam. He was locking up Zion the other night. KZ Okpala, bro.
They always have that guy, right, that is on the end of the bench. He doesn't play very many minutes, and they always rave about him, but he never plays, right? And then that next year, I mean, look, we said the same thing about Dunks. They say he can shoot, but every time he gets in the game, first year.
I think we realized why Max Strus was out there, because he got it going. The Strus is loose, Leroy. No. 6 of 8 from downtown, Max Strus.
Yeah, we had a 6 for 8 and a 6 for 10.
He got himself a 2-way contract this weekend, and it was funny yesterday. Duncan, he was like, I feel great for Max. I was, I root for him. He was such a baller in college. He just had some injury problems last year. Now he gets to get right. And I'm thinking to myself, Dunks, he's going to take your gig, bro.
No.
Don't root for it. You got to sabotage him.
Here's what happens. He won't take the gig, but he'll be an additional throw-in.
No.
That's how it works, man.
Nothing had to make Dunks a little bit more nervous when there's all this talk. We don't want to trade Dunks. No need to. And then Strus goes and puts a 6 for 8 on the finale.
See, it doesn't work like that.
Does it?
You think it does. No. Because especially in basketball. See, that could work in football. When you see your replacement coming, right? In football, they can cut you and not pay you. It's just what your guaranteed money is. But in basketball, once you have success, you're going to have success somewhere. And you're not going to have to worry about your contract. And I think it's easier to say what Dunks has said simply because, he's already revered as one of the better three-point shooters in the league.
The best.
So that's going to give him a career in basketball. It's not quite like that in football. In football, if you say, for example, you're a running back, you can run for 1,500 yards 1 year and 2 years later be out of the league.
Well, look, man, he looked awesome, and apparently has been Spo was saying that Max Strus was having lights out shooting performances in practice all week. That they had really competitive practices, a couple games going into that game. That's and now they didn't play Jimmy, they didn't play Andre Iguodala. They did play Gogi. Gogi got a little bit of run. Didn't start, but Gogi came off the bench, gave him a few minutes there, and it was one of those things where Iguodala did play a little bit. I forgot about that. Who didn't play? Myers didn't play for them. Jimmy didn't play for them. And Kendrick Nunn. That's right. That's who I was thinking of. Kendrick Nunn also sat out with a little bit of a groin injury. Bam played 25 minutes, just got a little bit of a sweat in. Dunks got a little bit of a sweat in. Tyler Hero got a little bit of a sweat in. But it was really the young guys. That was the story of the game. I mean, it was Precious, it was KZ Okpala, and it was Max Strus. Those were the 3 stories of the game. Watching those guys go and ball out against the Raptors.
How old is Max Strus?
I think he's 24.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's 24.
Wow.
Yep.
I would have lost that bet.
What'd you think he was?
I thought he'd been in the league for 8 years.
No. Strus is.
I would have guessed 32.
He was on. He went to DePaul, and apparently it was really good for them. And then he was on Chicago last year on their G League team or their roster, and but he got injured, And so the Heat, apparently the Heat have been into him for a while. So they got their paws on Max Strus, and here he is, just stroking it like crazy.
All right.
You know, and then KZ Okpala's been. I mean, they put him in the Bain lab, and now he's ready to. They cooked him for a year, and now he's ready to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, Leroy, so much wingspan coming at your ass. It's ridiculous. He's like a tarantula.
Oh God.
Just arms ever. He's got a stroke.
Hey,
he was
how about
handling Leroy. He had a dunk.
Can Harkless stop fouling?
No.
He
he's been fouling
He
a lot.
has 5 fouls at halftime.
I will say though, Mo Harkless is like, hey bro, I haven't played since March. Like, give me a break. Now look, he's got the highest foul rate in the history of basketball. I've never seen anything like it.
1 foul every minute.
One foul every minute. It's been crazy.
He's playing like they're only going to play him in the first half.
Well, right now he's playing like KZ Okpala is going to play for him.
Yeah. All right.
It's okay. It's not like they broke the bank on Mo Harkless.
No, he got like what, 2 million? Not even.
Yeah, like 3 million. So it was fun. It was a fun game. Guys performed well. And now we wait. Tuesday was Wednesday's opening night?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Against the Orlando Magic, which is like a tradition. It's like the Masters tradition, like unlike any other.
Well, in traditions
always
past, they always
open up
lose
against-
in that opening.
Always. They always open a.
Are they going to have fans in the
In Orlando, in the AAA, I don't know, but in Orlando, I think.
AAA, they're not. I believe Orlando has said that they're planning to have 4,000 fans, but I don't know if they'll be their opening night. Now, Tampa did have fans. This is for the Tampa Raptors. There were fans in the building for that game.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I mean, the COVID tests have come back pretty good for the NBA so far. I think they've had like one guy out of all the tests have come back positive. So it's been a good start for them as far as guys, I guess, living up to protocols or whatnot.
Except for Harden.
What?
Except for Harden. Well, Harden didn't get it. He was just banned for 6
That's
days.
what I'm saying. For
He-
not being safe. Oh, well,
Yeah.
you can't. Look here. Let's be clear. Even though he was at the strip club at a super spread event, doesn't mean he wasn't being safe. That's safe to say?
I mean,
No, it
he's probably
looked
not
like-
he's probably not wearing a mask.
It looked like he wasn't being safe.
Okay. So he just rolled the dice on that one.
There was a report over the weekend from John Granado, who hosts on ESPN Houston, basically ESPN Houston Tobin. He says, and he even tweets like I would tweet. This is what the guy says, just how I feel like he doesn't report anything ever. An impeccable source says
Oh, look, you know that's just his
Jeez.
cousin.
It sounds
That's
like
just his that sounds like SDI giving the news. Like, yeah, right. Come on, impeccable source. So he tried to give the guy he got the information from, so he
Extra
could give
credit.
He tried to give him extra credit.
Yep. An impeccable source says the Raptors and the Celtics are the favorite right now for James Harden. It'd be a package for Pascal Siakam and more, or Jaylen Brown and more. I gotta say, I don't buy it.
Why would you give up Siakam if you're the Raptors?
Why would you give up Siakam? And so let me get this straight. So the Raptors are going to be Fred VanVleet, who just signed a new deal, so he can't be traded. They're going to send. They're going to trade Kyle Lowry, who's like beloved in Toronto, for James Harden, and they're going to trade Pascal Siakam. Makes no sense.
So
Jaylen
basically, James Harden is going to be on Houston's in Tampa.
Right.
Or Houston and Tampa.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, that would make Houston happy.
And then Boston one, I mean, I guess I can see it, but like Boston's king of the almost trades. Like they always do that. You know, that's always a thing.
Wait a minute. I like it.
You like him in Boston?
Could you imagine when Harden does his Harden stuff in Boston and they don't win? If they don't win, what?
Grab him by the neck.
Grab him by the neck, Brad Stevens. Yeah, he knew he was out here. He was just partying.
And that's a tough sell because here's why. Boston has a lot of young players, right? A lot of young stars or guys who just got paid, young guys.
Yep.
You're going to bring a veteran in there. and he ain't gonna be down with all that college rah-rah stuff. How is that gonna impact the rest of your
I
team?
guess the idea would be like if you were Boston, you team him up with Tatum. That's a pretty dynamic offensive 1-2 punch.
Okay, but Brad Stevens is all about that D.
Well, and maybe he is, but damage is done, my friend. I mean, listen, you see all these rats off a ship on Brad Stevens. Now everybody, I saw the GM scouts poll came out. Now everybody's throwing roses at Spo's feet. Guess what, everybody? Don't want you. Too late. Too late. The damage is done, my friend. No.
You're not gonna give him a chance.
I'm not gonna let you guys hop on the Spo wagon. You don't get to be like, oh, they gave him everything. Best in-game adjuster, best player relationships, best coach, best motivator. He won in a landslide. Best coach all across the board. Know what? Too late. Damage is done, my friend. You don't get to hop on the Spo wagon. Sorry to say.
Wow.
Yup.
So you turn them off. You shut the little door into the
no vacancy.
No vacancy.
No vacancy.
Wow.
No
All
vacancy.
right.
Find another place to stay.
Man.
Oof.
You complain about him not getting no love. Then when he finally gets the love, you guys don't want it.
We don't
now.
want him. We don't want him. I speak for him. I speak for him and saying, too late. We don't want you here. You guys didn't even give him Coach of the Year last. Who did they give it to last year, Robbie? They give it to Budenholzer again?
Oh, yeah.
Who the hell got it last year? Not Spo. I don't care about your stupid little survey. Hell out of here.
Hey, is it okay? Never mind. I was thinking, is it bad that I had to think real hard for who the Lakers coach was?
Vogel?
Frankel.
Yeah, I had to
Frankel.
think.
Champion.
Champion.
Champion Frankel.
But that's what I'm just saying. Like there's certain teams where, like, yeah, all right, they got LeBron and AD.
Do you think he was even invited to the celebration?
Did he smile after they won at least?
Oh, he smiled. Yeah, I mean, but it's what he's
Because he reminds me of one of the guys from what's the show that comes on with the four guys?
Impractical Jokers?
Impractical Jokers.
Oh, he's Joe Gatto.
No, not Joe. The little one.
Oh, Murray?
Murr. Yeah.
Did you see this weekend that Rudy Gobert got $200 million?
Wait.
Supermax.
No. He said he didn't want the Supermax so that they have a chance to do other things.
I mean, it felt like
sure.
That wasn't
Yeah.
even the Supermax.
Sure he didn't. And then Kuzma got the old Justice Winslow extension. He got $40 million.
Really?
You go, yeah, we like you, but we'll probably deal you later. Miami Heat will be back in action on Wednesday to open up the season against the Orlando Magic. Of course, they have Heat and Pels on the Christmas Day matchup at noon, where they're stuffing the Heat. They're giving them a token Christmas Day start, fresh off of opening presents with the kiddies. But that's okay. Heat will be opening up a present too, an ass whooping on Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram. All right. Don't think we forgot about that, Brandon. You stealing Bam Adebayo's most improved player. You weren't most improved. You were improved, but not the most. Didn't even see you in the bubble. Did you have an iconic play in the Eastern Conference Finals? Didn't think so. Anyway, preseason yesterday. I had a lot of fun watching the preseason action. I got to be honest with you. Probably a little bit too much fun watching the Heat beat the Raptors in preseason action 117-105 as KZ Okpala had 24 points. He was locking up Pascal Siakam. They were putting him on the point guards, Leroy. He was bringing his wingspan, 24 points, 6 of 10 from downtown. And then after I slandered his name on Friday, I didn't even pronounce it correctly. I was calling him Struss the entire time. And I was saying, this Max Struss, you guys think that he's going to be a Duncan Robinson clone? He goes out and puts up a 6 for 8 from downtown. Guy could stroke it, apparently.
Yep.
Apparently the Heat aren't just bringing him in for kicks and giggles. Max Strus, the Strus was loose, Leroy. I don't know what to tell you. He was lighting it up. And Duncan Robinson is now friends with him, and they're like the best shooting tandem this side of Clay and Steph. It's strange. But now, Duncan may be looking at himself and saying, uh-oh, maybe this is my one-way ticket out to Houston. Leroy, let me play a game with you. Is this a thing?
Yep.
Should I be worried that, according to Heat Reddit sleuths, that there was a James Harden signature shoe on sale at the Miami Heat store?
It's Adidas, right?
Yep.
Could be an Adidas thing.
Nope.
You ever thought of
Official
that?
jersey of the NBA is Nike.
All right.
Makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Makes me nervous, even though that the reports this week from one John Granado of ESPN Houston says an impeccable source says the Raptors and Celtics are the favorites right now for James Harden. It would be a package for Pascal Siakam and more or Jaylen Brown and more. That sounds wishful, but I would doubt it.
Yeah.
Now, Leroy claims that I get soft with my journalism voice, which is just false. But did you hear me get the goods from Bam yesterday?
Hi, Bam.
That's not how I sound, dude. That's not how I sound, man. That's not how I sound.
Okay.
Well, Bam has taken Precious Achua right under his wingspan, okay? Because he's a kid. You know, he looks upon Precious Achua, all of 3 years younger than him, and says, that's a kid, you know?
Yep.
And so Bam is now his mentor. And I was asking Bam, you know, is there any most useful advice that he got as a rookie that he's trying to pass on to young Precious Achua? And this is what the Heat big man had to say.
All right, up next we have Brandon Tobin from 790 The Ticket Radio.
Bam, being pushed into the bigger leadership role this year, with you taking a guy like Precious under your wing a little bit, is there a piece of wisdom or advice that you liked when you were a rookie that you are trying to pass on to him this year that you found most useful?
I got yelled at a lot my rookie year, so I'm trying to figure it out. I mean, my best piece of advice that I've gotten, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready, and that's always stuck on my mind because as a rookie, I never knew when I was gonna play. I could check into a game in the first quarter, or I might not get in until the third or the middle of the fourth. So just staying ready so I ain't have to get ready was a big quote for me my rookie year. So that's one of the quotes I'm passing down to P.
Who was yelling at you the most?
Me?
You know who was yelling at me. The two sons of Miami.
You just talked to a recording again, bro?
I need to pay attention more.
Oh, my God. Not the first time that's happened on this show, by the way. You sure you don't need the 2-week vacation? Robbie, can we go back to the follow-up on Bam Adebayo? And when he's asked who was yelling at him the most so people can hear that.
I mean, my best piece of advice that I've gotten, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready, and that's always stuck on my mind because as a rookie, I never knew when I was gonna play. I could check into a game in the first quarter, or I might not get in until the third or the middle of the fourth. So just staying ready so I ain't have to get ready was a big quote for me my rookie year. So that's one of the quotes I'm passing down to P.
Who was yelling at you the most?
Man, you know who was yelling at me, the two sons of Miami.
Yeah, so UD and Dwayne Wade were yelling at him a lot. It worked, though. It paid off for him. I'm glad they yelled at him a lot.
Oh, God.
Man, I can't believe you've done that twice.
Because you were talking just like this, so I don't know. Oh, boy. Yep, see, Tobin sounds like Billie Eilish when he asks questions.
I don't sound like Billie Eilish, bro. I don't sound like Billie Eilish. Don't say that.
All you need to say, I had a dream.
Dana White questions.
Than a
Did a lot of your
wife.
impressions of the South Florida crowd tonight. It's been a while since you guys have been here.
That's how you journalize, bro.
All right.
You guys want me to be up there all silly sauce.
Yup.
That's how you want me to do all the press conferences.
Yup.
Great. The last time, and then if I do anything correctly, then you're like, oh, great, you got Pat Riley in trouble. You're banned. I can't win with you.
Really? I mean, this is something that you have done to yourself with
No.
all your nonsense.
No.
Somebody said, "Wow, Leroy, you may want to opt out till New Year's."
So I guess who was yelling at you when you were a rookie the most?
Everybody. But guess who was the hardest on me?
Who?
Ozzie Newsome.
Oh,
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
What was his quote to you? Did he say, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready?
Nope. He's like, "Hey, Rook, get up here and sing us a song." We had Snitchy Mouse in our locker room too.
Who was that?
Some guy was snitching about folks sleeping.
Oh, I thought it would have been Ozzy because he was trying to work his way to the front office.
They said, and man, rumors have it that you were sleeping in the meeting. I said, "Yep, I was tired."
Anyway, so yeah, that was a cool thing from Bam. Bam, mentor now. Mentor of people who are barely older than him, who are barely younger than him.
That's crazy.
By the way, was Dwayne Wade on the Heat Bam's rookie year?
Yeah, he got traded
It
mid-season.
was okay.
remember?
That was the end of the. It was
Yeah, it wasn't there at the beginning. That was when he got traded. He got traded to in the middle of from the Cavs.
Yeah, in February.
Yep.
So it was just UD yelling at him until
It
February.
was mostly just UD yelling at him, but which I think UD still yells at him and curses at him a lot. That's what he does. He yells. Like he says, he goes, what's the difference between? Somebody asked Bam, he's like, what's the difference between Andre Iguodala and Udonis Haslem? He goes, oh, he's a lot like Udonis. He doesn't curse as much though. Andre Iguodala is much more. He goes with a much more sophisticated language. He's get your effing ass out of there. Let's go. By the way, did you see this? Kyrie Irving is burning sage around the Celtics court. Did you see that, Leroy? I'm gonna tell you what. Don't try that nonsense at the American Airlines Arena, Kyrie.
What is he doing that for?
I don't know. He's an artist. He's an artist. And artists need their sage to burn around the court. I guess he's trying to get good vibes around the TD Garden. But I'm not allowing that to go down at the American Airlines Arena. If I see him with that, I'm gonna set a voodoo chicken loose.
Okay.
I'm telling you, man, I don't want that. That's a fire hazard. Whatever he's doing. Sage. You think everybody's just looking at me like, really, bro? Sage?
Any particular reason why? What is it? It's supposed to free his mind? What?
I don't know. I know Kevin Durant said, I don't know, man. That's his thing.
You can smell like incense when they play home games.
According to Google, people have burned sage for centuries as part of a spiritual ritual to cleanse a person or space, promoting healing and wisdom. It's been used since the time of the ancient Egyptians and Romans to treat digestive issues, memory problems, and sore throats.
Well, to be honest with you, he hasn't burned enough of it because he's always hurt.
Yeah, he hasn't cleansed anything.
Jeez. Weird people, man. Weird people.
Text writes in, Tobin sounds like he's the Dark Knight talking.
Right.
Tobin sounds like he's
Like
charging
you could be
that.
the next Batman talking the way you talk.
Hey, Bam, big question here for you. Who was yelling at you your rookie year? I'm Batman.
Sounds like Adam Gase asking Ban if he wants to. Who mentors him as
To-
a year.
Tobin sounds like the Whisper song from Yin Yang Twins.
Wow. Wait, careful with that lyric.
Tobin sounds like he's charging $9.99 a minute when he's interviewing. Everybody wants me to be out here just going, Bam, Precious, leadership, your thoughts. That's what they want me to do.
You did this to you.
I didn't do anything to me.
Don't blame us for expecting you.
There's
to be-
different realms, dude. There's different realms. There's realms.
What do you-
There's the show realm where we're silly sauce and we're
What are
basking
you,
in
an
it.
Avenger?
And then there's the
Different
journalist
realms?
realm.
What are you, Avengers? Like, what the hell? Different realms. We got one realm, Earth. Dude, be you.
Here's one realm.
This is where I go to get my mask, protect myself and my family. Got 2 wife, 2 little kids.
Here's the other one.
Dana, what are your impressions of the South Florida crowd tonight? It's been a while since you guys have been here.
Oh my goodness! Come on, dude. If you were listening to somebody doing that, you would be all over.
No way.
Yes, you would.
Difference. There's a phrase that I always grew up knowing. It's called time and a place. It's a time and a place for
roll of the dice.
Was it not a roll of the dice when the Marx Brothers tried to fly? Oh man.
Oh gosh.
Summer swindle word is enjoy. ENGOY. Enjoy.
Dude, I'm telling you. So just because I talk to recordings, like that's different.
Oh yeah. You're a real pros pro. Another texter in. No, we just want Hot Take Tobin at the mic. Ask silly sauce questions. It's tough on the Zoom now. It's tough. I got the more
because everybody else is also listening.
Yeah, everybody's there. You know, Ira's like, oh, here he goes, wasting time again. You know, when you're in the locker room, you kind of can sneak him on in there.
He guy doesn't even know who you are. He calls you Brandon. So,
I know.
There.
I know.
You haven't sent him a text or something? Hey, it's Brendan.
I don't want to buy. What do I got?
Dude, the first sign of respect is getting somebody's name right.
What do you want me to do? Text Nick. It's actually Brendan. It's not Brandon.
Yes.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Brandon is not your name.
I know it's not my name.
So
that's why I go by Tobin.
It could be an honest mistake, but if you never corrected it, he's not going to stop.
Maybe when I see him at the arena, I'll tell him.
Really?
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
It's just a jerk move to do it.
It's not. The guys call you by the wrong name.
First question is Brandon Tobin.
Yeah.
Another text writes in. He says, "At least you don't sound like Nick Friedel. Ask more Taj Gibson questions." Yeah, Bam. Do you think that you're as good a leader as Taj Gibson?
Sorry, a little bit louder, please.